what's up guys? So today we're moving to 8.2 and we're going to be finding the area of trapezoids and kites. Okay, so again, I'm going to be giving you some formulas. All you got to do is take stuff, plug it into the formula to find your area. Let's jump into that. All right, so the first thing I'm going to look at is the area of a trapezoid. Okay, so some key things that we need to do is I'm going to have two bases. That means the two sides that are parallel to each other, those are going to be recognized as my bases. So I'm going to call this base 1 and I'm going to call this base 2. And then lastly, the height of this trapezoid is not going to be the diagonal height. It's going to be the height from the one base 90 degrees to the next base. So this is my height. And the area of a trapezoid is going to be equal to 1/2 the height, okay? And then I'm going to, inside the parentheses, I'm going to do base 1 plus base 2. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to add base 1 and base 2 together, and then I'm going to multiply 1/2 times the height times base 1, base 2. I'm going to plug all that in, simplify, and then solve, and it should give you your area of a trapezoid, okay? Next, for the area of a kite, okay? The two things that you need to look at whenever dealing with a kite are the two diagonals, okay? So right now, if I have my diagonals going across here, okay? So I'm going to call this whole thing, the entire thing, I'm going to call it diagonal 1. So I'm going to draw a little arrow and call it diagonal 1. And then the whole diagonal going this way, I'm going to draw an arrow right here, diagonal 2. So again, the entire diagonal, okay? And so in order to find the area of a kite, I'm going to do the area is going to be equal to, I'm going to do 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So literally, I'm just going to multiply both the diagonals together and then divide it by 2, and that's going to give you the area of a kite. So ladies and gentlemen, these are your two formulas that you're going to use whenever dealing with a trapezoid and a kite. So let's jump into that. All right, so look at example number 1. It says we need to find the area of quadrilateral LMNP here, okay? So right now this quadrilateral is a trapezoid. So automatically, trapezoid, you should go ahead and look at your formula. So my formula is area equals 1/2 the height, and in parentheses, I have to add diagonal, or base 1 plus base 2. Sorry, not diagonals. Base 1 plus base 2, okay? So remember, these are my two bases here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this information in and then simplify it, and it's going to give me my answer. So A equals 1/2. Remember, the height is the 90-degree angle from the top base to the bottom base. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be 15, okay? And then in the parentheses, I'm going to add my bases together. So the top base is 17, the bottom base is 25. So 17 plus 25. So literally, I'm just going to add all that together and multiply. Whenever I do 1/2 times 15 and then 17 plus 25, that's going to work out to be 315 centimeters, and I'm going to square that. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the area of your trapezoid here. Let's jump over to example number 2. All right, so on example number 2, I want you to find the area of quadrilateral PQRS. So right now, looking at PQRS, this is going to be a trapezoid again, because this line and this line are parallel to each other. That's one pair of parallel sides, so this makes it a trapezoid. So I know the area of a trapezoid is A equals 1/2 the height, and then I'm going to do base 1 plus base 2, okay? So right now I know the height of the trapezoid is going to be the 90-degree angle, or the 90-degree line from the top base to the bottom base, or vice versa. So right now, if you look, this is 90 degrees and this is going to be 90 degrees. So right now, this is the 90-degree line from the top base to the bottom base. So that makes 18 your height here. It's not slanted, it's the 90-degree height here. So that's going to be your height. So the area is going to equal 1/2 the height, which is 18. And then I'm going to do base 1 plus base 2. So 32 plus 49. 1/2 of 18, 32 plus 49 is all going to work out to be 729. And it looks like I'm dealing with centimeters again, so centimeters squared. So ladies and gentlemen, the area of this trapezoid is going to be 729 centimeters squared. Let's jump over to example number 3. All right, guys, so looking at number 3. So on number 3, it looks like we have a kite. So I need to find the area of this quadrilateral. So automatically you should look back and know your area of the kite is going to be 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. I'm going to multiply those together. So right now it looks like the entire diagonal of this guy is going to be 40. So I'm going to plug that in. So 1/2 of 40. And then it looks like on diagonal 2, remember I got to do the whole thing. So half of that line is going to be 14. So the other half is going to be 14 as well, which makes the whole thing to be 28. So remember, I got to do the whole diagonal, not just half of it. So the whole diagonal here is going to be 28 because 14 and 14 give you 28. So now I'm going to multiply this all out and it should give me my area. So after multiplying all this out, it gives you 560, and there's no measurement here, so I'm going to call it units squared. So whatever the units is, I'm going to be squaring that inside that kite. Jumping over example number 4. All right, last on example number 4, it says the area of the quadrilateral is 28 centimeters squared. What is the length of D to F, okay? So right now, if I go ahead and draw this line from D to F, I know that's gonna be my other diagonal, okay? So I know the area of a kite is gonna be 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So I'm literally just gonna plug in all my information and then I'm gonna solve for what I need to solve for. So right now, I know this entire line right now is gonna be 14. So actually, the area is 28. So I'm gonna stick that in for the A, okay? And then 1/2, my diagonal 1 is gonna be 14. And then I need to solve for diagonal 2, okay? So 1/2 of 14 is gonna be 7, okay? And I know I'm multiplying here. So the opposite of multiplying those two is gonna be division. So I'm gonna divide by 7. So that means diagonal 2, or D to F, 28 divided by 7 is going to be 4. Okay? So your final answer for that diagonal there is going to be 4. Because I know if I multiply 4, or if I did 1/2 of 14, that would give me 7, and then 7 times 4 would give me 28. So I know that works there. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how you would solve for a missing segment inside of your kite here. Good luck on your skill check. Let me know if you have any questions.